Mark, there was a bit of deja vu about that. I felt a wee bit like Trinette again at times.
I did, and I've put my hands up to a bit of that there, with changing the team, maybe changing the shape a wee bit, but still only a wee bit. I'm putting my hands up for. The boys are chapping at the bit to get a game. The biggest game of the season's coming up next week. We've changed the team to give boys a rest, to give boys games who are coming back from an injury and working away and stuff like that, just to make sure everybody's got a fair crack. And then it didn't happen. And I'm getting sick of having to lose the plot for smaller games that we should be up for all the time. They know what's coming. They know the opposition's going to get a lift. They come in here, they want the scalp, somebody's going to take it, somebody wants it, and they've got to learn to deal with it. And it just seems like we switch off and they think it's going to happen, and it doesn't. I mean, I know it's different players and for last week, but to go for their first 35 minutes, the last week and the last 15 minutes, to that at the start is no good enough for us. And some boys let ourselves down today.
What was the thinking behind changing the formation for the game today?
Well, they were only going to come and always play one up, so I don't see the point. Well, maybe now, but before the game I'm thinking they're only going to play one up. We'll play our usual 3 up, we'll play 3 at the back, and that'll give us a spare man all the time to get out. We're playing 4 in the middle. But we just never adapted to it, which I find strange, because every time we play a senior side and a friendly away or at home or whatever, we play 3 at the back and we've no been beat. So I find it strange that when we come to a game at our own place against a team from 2 or 3 divisions down, that we can't deal with it. So that upset me and annoyed me, and just it's the approach to the game that's annoyed me as more than anything. You can take boys having a bad game and boys easing themselves in because of they've not been playing, but the mentality and the way you approach a game is going to be the same all the time, no matter who you're playing, and we never done that today, and I'm just a bit annoyed about that.
Callum Smith was a positive today though, wasn't he?
Callum
scored a hat-trick, and he, he's a boy who works hard all the time.
Callum works extremely hard, and he has always got a goal. I think he's in double figures for somebody that's not started many games, which is, he's unfortunate. I spoke to him during the week about that. He's very unfortunate because he's got the other 2 who are 20 odd plus between them. I think it's 45 between the 2 of them, and then you've got Herdy who's on a bit of form now that's like Gordon Herd, but we know you see the difference today when he came on. But Callum's a boy who'll give you 100% at everything, training and in the games, and then when he's not playing, he's the first out to do the warm-up. He's a great attitude, and I thought his 3 goals were excellent, to be honest, especially the second. I thought the second ever was brilliant.
Yeah, I knew it was going in as soon as it left his head.
Yeah, he attacks it well, and he's got a presence. He done it against Kelty as well when he came on, and he got us a goal. But you see what he's about there with the last goal as well. He's got a wee bit of skill about him as well for a big lad, and just needs to improve wee bits of his game, and I think he could be here for a while if he does that, if he learns for the boys that are playing in front of him. They know how to play our system and our shape and what we require. Then I'm sure he'll be a big player for us.
What's the news on David Dunn?
He's popped his hammy. He's not looking good. He's in there. He's devastated. It's a shame for him. It's a shame for him because he's just getting back, and we're finding games for him, to get him match fitness, but he's pulled his hammy. I don't know how bad it is yet. We'll need to wait to see when it dies down, but these things are never quickly resolved, so we'll need to wait and see.
Okay, and next week looks after itself, doesn't it?
Well, next week starts. It started as soon as that final whistle went in that dressing room there for next week, and everybody knows what's required next week after our wee chat there. No acceptable today at all. I'm sure the fans would have been more vocal on the performance if things hadn't been gone as well. So fair play to them for just being patient and no saying and not getting on their back and slaughtering people, because it's quite easy just to jump on the bandwagon and start throwing stick about. But the boys have been a credit to the club this year with the run they've been on, and I think sometimes we can cut them a bit of slack. Well, I can. I need to keep them on their toes. But next week, as you say, will take care of itself. It starts now. They'll all be getting ready for it. Monday's training will be the same. Thursdays will be the same, and then we've got a decision on what team we play against Bonus.
Okay, well the run continues. Thanks a lot, Matt.